Jewish slave owners often get ignored in it, but the Confederacy had many friends with Jews. Jefferson Davis himself made friends with Judah Benjamin.
Yes, there were Jewish slave owners in the South, and some Jews supported the Confederacy during the Civil War. Judah Benjamin, who was Jewish, served as the Confederate Secretary of State and was one of the most prominent Jewish figures in the Confederacy. However, it is also important to note that many Jews in the United States and Europe were abolitionists and played an active role in the movement to end slavery. The issue of Jewish involvement in the slave trade and ownership is a complex and controversial one, and it is important to consider the various perspectives and historical contexts when discussing it.
Many Native American tribes supported the Confederacy as well.
Yes, that's correct. While many Native American tribes were initially neutral during the American Civil War, some eventually allied with the Confederacy. This was partly due to the Confederacy's promise to recognize Native American sovereignty and territorial rights, which was seen as more favorable than the Union's policy of relocating Native American tribes to reservations. Additionally, some Native American tribes had long-standing animosity towards the United States government due to broken treaties and forced relocation, and saw the Confederacy as a potential ally against the Union. Not all Native American tribes supported the Confederacy, however, and many ultimately sided with the Union.
Were the Native Americans also slave owners?
Some Native American tribes did own slaves, while others did not. In the antebellum period, some tribes in the southeastern United States, such as the Cherokee, Creek, and Choctaw, were slaveholders. The 5 civilized tribes, as they were called, adopted many aspects of European American culture, including plantation agriculture and slaveholding, in an attempt to assimilate and avoid forced removal from their ancestral lands. However, it is important to note that not all Native American tribes participated in slavery, and some even actively opposed it. Additionally, many Native Americans were forcibly enslaved by European colonizers, and later by white Americans during the expansion of the United States.
Jefferson Davis' relationship with Judah Benjamin was controversial.
Yes, the relationship between Jefferson Davis, who was the president of the Confederate States of America, and Judah Benjamin, who was a Jewish lawyer and politician from Louisiana, was controversial at the time. Benjamin was one of Davis's closest advisors and held several important positions in the Confederate government, including Attorney General, Secretary of War, and Secretary of State. Benjamin's Jewish heritage was controversial because anti-Semitism was prevalent in the South at the time. However, Davis was a strong supporter of Benjamin and defended him against anti-Semitic attacks from other Confederate leaders. Despite this support, Benjamin's relationship with Davis was not without its tensions, and the two men had some disagreements over policy and strategy during the Civil War.
Did Lincoln and Judah Benjamin not like each other?
Lincoln and Judah Benjamin did not have a personal relationship, as Benjamin was a prominent politician and lawyer from Louisiana who served in the Confederacy, and Lincoln was the President of the United States during the American Civil War. They were on opposite sides of the conflict and had opposing views on many issues, including slavery and secession. It is possible that they may have had some indirect interactions or correspondence during the war, but there is no evidence to suggest that they had any personal animosity towards each other.
Did Lincoln work with Jews like how Davis did with Benjamin?
Yes, Lincoln worked with Jewish individuals during his presidency. One of his closest advisors and friends was Judge David Davis, who was Jewish. Additionally, Lincoln appointed several Jewish individuals to positions in his administration, including Postmaster General Montgomery Blair, who was instrumental in establishing the first postal savings system in the United States.